Do you ever need something that is gooily wholesome in your life? Because when I saw Pokémon Mystery Dungeon Rescue Team DX's announcement trailer with Bulbasaur and Pikachu talking to each other, and the promise of a story-based Pokémon game based more around the Pokémon than the trainers, this was something I realized was missing in my JRPG life. Thankfully, this Pokémon game is nice enough to have a demo too, so I was able to give this roguelike Pokémon game a try to confirm that wholesomeness, and I'm pleased to say it's very much alive and well in Rescue Team DX, making it something I would be interested in playing in full some time, even if I don't think it will be Game of the Year or anything. But thanks to how sweet it looks and how it seems to be the perfect thing to bring me back to the world of roguelike JRPGs that I haven't touched for a while, this adorable world of Pokemon doing Pokemon things is something I'd love to spend a little more time with in its full version. After choosing the Pokemon you want to be and your partner based on either the personality quiz it gives you at the beginning or your own preferences, the story begins with your Pokemon waking up in the Pokemon world, which would be normal except your partner Pokemon lets you know that your character is actually a human on the inside, but you don't really have much time to process that fact as you're approached by a troubled Butterfree that needs help and straight onto your first rescue mission that marks the beginning of the story. After doing that, your partner Pokemon will reveal that they've been wanting to start a rescue team for a while, which seems to be the cool thing Pokemon are doing these days, so you decide to start one together with your nameable team, which sets you off on your journey of helping Pokemon with their Pokemon problems as you complete quests both from the bulletin board in the hub town and the random ones that pop up by progressing in the main story. In this charming little world, the thing that struck me most about the story was exactly what I said in the intro. It's so incredibly wholesome. My partner Pokemon Pikachu is so sweet and nice to everyone, my Cubone character is contemplating the feeling of wagging its tail, the Kangaskhan at the storage place calls me sweetie, and I can't help but wonder if it's storing all my things in its little pouch. And between the Pokemon met in the demos campaign and the ones around town, there are so many delightful little moments to be had that means I can't help but kinda love it already. There is potential for this story to go beyond this sweetness as well. While every Pokemon around town seems to have an anecdote to tell about their life in the world of Pokemon, they also refer to natural disasters that seem to occur in the world frequently, so hopefully it'll have a balance of adorableness with a story to see and witness too, and that, along with all the things that help add to the atmosphere from the painterly art style to music and the Pokemon's expressive animations, make it a world I want to explore more, as I love the overall bright and delightful feeling it gives off already. In order to complete these rescue missions, you and your partner set off into dungeons together, and as a roguelike dungeon crawler, that means you're in randomly generated dungeons that you explore either with the objective of getting to the end, or to complete one of the goals given from the quests you've received from the bulletin board. These goals aren't all that challenging, at least in the demo. The ones I played usually involved either safely escorting a Pokemon to another, or getting to a Pokemon that for some reason found themselves stuck in these dungeons to help them escape, so usually it was a matter of fulfilling task after task on each floor until all the objectives I'd picked up were all done, and then returning to the hub town to continue the story. Even though it was pretty simple, there was something enjoyable about the dungeons. The fact that it's possible to complete multiple missions in one dungeon visit made everything feel rewarding, and receiving gifts and seeing the cute little animations of the Pokemon you saved at the end of the mission did make it feel like you're getting something out of it, especially since you can receive some pretty good rewards, such as the gold ribbon I received that was worth more than enough to buy a TM and teach my Pokemon a new move. Speaking of TMs, I think the sense of having your own playthrough is where a lot of fun can come from too. Since the dungeons are randomly generated, your dungeons will almost always be different, the personality quiz at the start is different every time, that means you may be recommended a different Pokemon every time, and those Pokemon can learn different moves, and the quests you're given seem to be random as well, which means every time you play it, or if you're playing alongside a friend, you'll have a different experience, but gives it a good feeling of replayability from the start if you want to spend a lot of time in this cute little world. As a final note, there does seem to be at least the potential for some challenge based on the dojo challenges, which I would recommend trying, as the dojo missions did a good job at explaining and making sure you 100% understand the game's mechanics and offered presents for doing them, which was nice. Some of the demonstrations they had of using diagonal movement or the hordes of enemies you face when leveling up there presented a good challenge and were good practice at learning how to play through the dungeons in a smarter way. So if the dungeons are more challenging as the game progresses like these may suggest, I definitely think there's some fun to be had. So things like this and the adorable world have me curious enough to say I'll give this experience a try next month, which means the demo has done its job of keeping me interested in this game. Pokémon Mystery Dungeon Rescue Team DX is a remake of a game I never played, but with its cute art style and the fun stories it told both in my hour with it and in its trailers, it's one I really want to play with more. It also fills the long-time empty hole I've had in my gaming time for a roguelike, since I haven't played one since Sorcery Saga on the Vita, so having another portable one of these games with a light-hearted premise is something I'll be looking forward to, especially one that is about Pokémon solving Pokémon problems in this sweet-looking world with fun writing to go with it. Since it is such a wholesome game and hasn't challenged me that much yet, I wouldn't recommend this to everyone, but if you're curious, I would recommend giving the demo a try at the very least. It's not too long at just under an hour and confirmed to me that I liked the wholesome vibe in the trailers and that there's plenty more where that came from. So whether in demo form or in the full game, I say give it a quick look as there are many sweet moments to be found in this unique dungeon crawling experience that I think makes a nice worthwhile addition to the library of Pokémon fans and fans of wholesome feeling JRPGs. Thank you for watching this video. Let me know in the comments below if you've tried the Pokémon Mystery Dungeon Rescue Team DX demo, if you tried the original, and if you've played either, what did you think of them? And let me know if you're gonna pick this one up. You can like and share this video if you enjoyed it, subscribe to my channel for more JRPG content like this, and ring that bell to get notifications on whenever I post so you don't miss a thing. You can check out more videos here, and you can find me on social media on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram, all at JRPG Jungle. Links to those will be in the description below, and until next time, thank you, bye!